Well, it says that I'm live, so hopefully I'm live. But good evening and welcome to Let's Talk. My name is James, and I have over 35 years of experience in the legal industry as well as being a business owner as a private investigator. And last week, I created this show to bring light to the brutal murder of Samantha Woll. Now, with the lack of any evidence coming forward or any noticeable progress by the Detroit Police Detective Unit, I've decided to continue with this show every weekday at 6 p.m. until the case is solved. Now, tonight, uh, you know, we'll just while here, I'll fill you in with the case. This is what it is. At 6:30 a.m. Saturday, October 21st of 2023, a neighbor called 911 to report a body laying on the sidewalk on the 1300 block of Juliet Place in the Lafayette Park area of Detroit. Now, police arrived and determined the woman was stabbed to death from multiple stab wounds. She was subsequently identified as Samantha Woll, a 40-year-old single woman from Detroit. She was the board president of the downtown Detroit synagogue. A trail of blood had led from the location of the body to the inside of her residence, where police determined the murder had taken place, and the victim stumbled outside and fell to the ground. There was no force entry, no sign of any uh, forced entry. Investigators confirmed that there were no signs of any forced entry to her apartment. She was found with her wallet and her phone on her, so there was no burglary. Sources have said there was no defensive wounds on Miss Wool. So it was later discovered Miss Wool attended a wedding the night before, and those witnesses were questioned, and they all said that she had left around 12:30 a.m. the next morning, Saturday morning, in good spirits and alone, just her normal, happy self. When police arrived on the scene that Saturday morning, it was determined she had been dead for some time, indicating she was killed as soon as she arrived home or shortly thereafter. Now, the police were quick to say that this is not a hate crime. They indicated inside was an Israeli state flag, uh, indicating that it was not disturbed or desecrated in any way. So they are not leaning towards that motive. Now, some have voiced their opinions about the contrary, but with all the things going on in the world, but they are not following that path. Now, it should be noted that she was very politically active. She recently served as political director for Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel's reelection campaign and also worked as a deputy district director for U.S. Representative Alyssa Slotkin of Michigan. On Wednesday, November 8th, the uh, police made an arrest of an unnamed suspect who reportedly knew Miss Woll, and he was arrested in Kalamazoo. He was transported to Detroit, and on the way to Detroit, he said he wanted an attorney and would not answer any more questions. On Friday, November 10th, he was released without being charged. And since then, Crime Stoppers has issued a $15,000 reward for any arrest that is made. And that's it. That's what we know. And it's a brutal murder. and the police are being very tight-lipped about what uh, evidence they have. They say they have some items that they are not going to release because they say it's only something the suspect and the police would know. So, yeah, I can I cannot even imagine what the family is going through. Her mother and father and her sister are just, I'm sure, beside themselves, as well as the community for Detroit. She was a very politically active, but also a very helpful person in the community. So, um, yes, so I've decided to have this show every weekday until it is solved because it needs to be. So let's look at the chat and see who we have here. Anne's Arts and Crafts. Oops, volume was down. Hi. Stop by to give a thumbs up and thank you. And arts. Well, thank you. I appreciate the support. Yes, this is a subject that is it's close to home. It's in the Detroit area, and my heart just went out to her family. Uh, I have worked many cases where a person only has one person that's interested in and needs help, and this case it just needs in my opinion needed my assistance. So I'm doing what I can. I wish I could do more, but yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be short and sweet, but every weekday at 6 p.m. I will have this show and read over the case and make sure this is uh, not forgotten about. And Samantha Woll will be um, have some justice given to her. So that is it. Yes. Thank you, Anne, for stopping by and share it along that more people know about this. Maybe the more people will say something. There's something. Somebody knows something. Um, there's this is a it was a personal thing, and maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it was she was the board president for the downtown synagogue. So I'm wondering if she had voting rights. Did she vote on something that someone disliked? Was it that type of thing? Was it a coworker that was advances were spurned? I don't know. So, but somebody knows something. So hopefully somebody will come forward and shed some light on the case. So again, thank you for stopping by and listening to me ramble. Um, and we hopefully the case will be solved soon. Until tomorrow. Good night.